Hi guys, Talis here and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing a familiar love song from a popular Broadway musical that was based on and adapted from the novel made by Gregory Maguire aka Wicked, Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West, and I'm actually talking about and referring to the only love song from the Wicked's soundtrack, at the time of making this review, from the second movie soundtrack since I have watched Wicked, for good last month back in November, that was sung by the main forbidden romantic bearing of the story, Elphaba and Fiyero. And the name of this love duet between the two lovebirds is called As Long As You're Mine. So since I've watched the second movie back in November, I will be talking about the movie's version of the song and what I thought about this version of the love duet, and on whenever or not if I love this version of the song or hated it with a burning passion. Spoiler alert. I love this version of the song and it broke me after listening to it because of Cynthia Erivo and Jonathan Bailey's performance as Elphaba and Fiyero in this movie and vocals in this song, and if it's actually even better than the original version from the Broadway musical that was sung by the original Elphaba and Fiyero, Indina Menzel and Norbert Leo Butz, who first portrayed the couple on Broadway. And without any delay, let's talk about this new version of the iconic love duet from the second movie sung by two of the most iconic British actors, Cynthia Erivo and Jonathan Bailey. So while talking about it there will be important spoilers ahead, so spoiler warning for Wicked, for good, and for As Long As You're Mine in Wicked, for good. So what did I think about this new version of the song? Well, like I said when I first got to review this movie when talking about Elphaba and Fiyero, while also talking about As Long As You're Mine in the second movie, As Long As You Mine in this movie is officially the best and the most romantic version of this song, by far even better than the original, because unlike the original version, while the song was fast-paced and had Elphaba and Fiyero making out while singing their love to each other while also making out, since this is actual forbidden romance between the Wicked Witch of the West and the Prince of Winky Country, well, former prince, since he gave up everything in his old lifestyle and even left Glinda to be, with Elphaba choosing her over Glinda because of his deep and romantic feelings for Elphaba. But here? Question mark. Elphaba and Fiyero in this version of the song are actually apart rather than already physically close to each other, and it's about two outsiders learning to trust each other while finding the truth in each other, while falling in love with each other and discovering each other because of their love. And John and Chu basically made this song into a intensely, deeply sensual, romantic, well they won't they type of love duet, since they are starting out the song separated from each other. And I have to say it, since they did probably make out in this movie, but I love the changes in this song, because I was actually genuinely scared that it will be like the original version in a way, for it to be even more terrible, even more rushed and even more underdeveloped and fast-paced than before. But that's when I got to listen to the movie's version of the song on YouTube and watch the scene where Elphaba and Fiyero are singing As Long As You Mine in the second movie. Oh my God, this version of the song already has officially proven me wrong by actually developing Elphaba and Fiyero's relationship with each other by adding dialogue happening before and during the song and after the movie was released in theaters. I have listened to the movie's version of As Long As You Mine on YouTube on repeat now because of Cynthia Erivo and Jonathan Bailey's vocals, and I have uploaded YouTube shorts with this version of the song, especially Elphaba edits. And do you want to know about my favorite change from this version of the song? Well, in the second movie, and this change happens literally in middle of the song after Elphaba sings her verses of As Long As You're Mine, and guess what did Fiyero said to her after looking at the ozone propaganda about her being wicked? Well, right in middle of the song and before he can even start singing his verses, he called her beautiful. This is literally the second time that Elphaba has been called beautiful, seriously. First she was called beautiful by Glinda in the first movie, during Popular, and now by Fiyero in the second movie. He's calling her beautiful in a romantic way, making this the first time that someone has ever called her that in a romantic way, and she's in disbelief that someone like him would ever call her beautiful and thinks that he's lying to her. But Fiyero, being the changed man that he is, literally gets on his knees, literally kneeling before the one person who he actually loves, and says the line that was supposed to be after the song. It's not lying. It's looking at things another way. I genuinely thought that this line was supposed to be after the song ends, but in this movie? Question mark. But in this movie, he tells her this before he sings, and this change made me cry my eyes out when he tells her that she's beautiful and that it's looking at things another way, but it's actually about him looking at her another way because of his love for her after literally committing actual treason, pointing his gun at the wizard, betraying him for the woman that he loves to join her, and leaving Glinda to be with Elphaba, and his first moment with her while in her hideout was to her beautiful, because that reminds me. Did you guys remember what he said to Elphaba in the first movie after Popular and before Dr. Dillamond was taken away? Well, that moment when he caught Elphaba doing Glinda's signature hair toss, Glinda herself and telling her that she doesn't have to change herself to conform and fit into society and with everyone in Shiz University, to me was truly, actually foreshadowing this emotional moment in the second movie during As Long As You're Mine with Fiyero and Elphaba. So this line was right in the middle of this version of the song too? Well, that already made me love this version of the song even more now. So yeah, that's what I think about the movie version of As Long As You're Mine from Wicked, for good, since besides No Good Deed and No Place Like Home, it's now officially one of my favorite songs from this movie.
Thanks for watching.